Ladies and gentlemen, hamjambo, karibu katika Gachie Skyman TV. Suala la kunyamaza kwa Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is something that has become of interest. If you observe Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta of late, he has decided to remain quiet. He has not been talking and only visiting or gracing the occasion of his friends. And you rarely see the president in public. Ameamua kujitega na masuala ambayo tunayapata yakiwa yanaendelea kote nchini, na kuna sababu ya Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta kuamua kutumia mbinu hii, mbinu ambayo is bearing very good fruits. If you look at everybody, anytime that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta talks, then utaona kila mtu akijaribu kufuatilia anasema nini au anataka nini au alikuwa na nani na alikuwa wapi. In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to give a critical analysis of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's latest style of actually engaging the public. His latest style or strategy kukabiliana na hali ilivyo kutokana na wakati ulivyo. Number one, why he has decided to remain quiet is because he wants to annoy William Samoei Ruto. William Samoei Ruto would like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to keep on talking so that he can answer back, and anytime Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta talk, utaona kwamba William Samoei Ruto moves very fast and respond instead of keeping quiet. Kwa the fact that kule kunyamaza kwake, because when he's talking, when Uhuru is talking, he is actually arming William Samoei Ruto. He is actually telling him what to say. And sasa ndio ionekane ya kwamba kama yeye ndiye ambaye anajaribu kumfanya asiweze kuongoza vizuri. And the president, who is the current president, will always look for excuses to tell people why maybe things are not working as they should. So the fact that Uhuru is not talking, then it means that William Samoei Ruto has very little to say about Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The second thing, in my view, is because of that role of power, the 48 rules of power, whereby you remain silent, you keep away from public to remain relevant. If you talk too much when you're a reader, then you become a commoner. You become so common, and whatever you are going to say, people become so much used to you, even that when you come now, when you have an important issue to say, nobody will listen to you. If Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, for instance, akijitokeza sasa hivi jijini Nairobi, apite tu katika vichochoro vya Nairobi au katika barabara kuu, tuseme kwa mfano like Rosasia or Kenyatta Avenue or Tom Mboya Street, ajaribu tu kuonekana hivi, basi I can tell you Nairobi would come to a standstill. Or in any case, if you decide to visit an estate, I can tell you even people who are in hospital watajaribu kutoka hospitalini waende wakaone na au wakasikilize atasema nini. What of William Samoei Ruto? Of late, I've realized that people are not interested even when William Samoei Ruto or Rigathi Gachagua is talking. I visited Murang'a today, and I noted that Gachagua was in a coffee ikodo factory, and I could hear the watu wakipita kwa ving'ora wakijaribu kuita watu waende katika mkutano. In fact, nobody would say that the deputy president was around. People continued their businesses. And when I asked what was happening, I was told that ni yale tu mambo ya watu wa UDA wanakuja kutusubua na vile ambavyo wamefanya maisha yawe magumu. So that fact that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has remained quiet, it means that he has already remained relevant. The other thing in my view is that he does not want to interrupt William Samoei Ruto. Never interrupt your enemy or your opponent when he's making mistakes. So you want William Samoei Ruto and Kenya Kwanza in general to continue making mistakes. Waendelee tu kufanya makosa yao bila without him interrupting with them so that they have no excuses. and so that they can do all the mistakes that they should do. Because if it dares to interrupt them, then they are going maybe to rectify, and watu watakuja kujua ukweli nani alikuwa sasa kiongozi mzuri. Because when he has allowed William Samoei to continue making mistakes, then people will actually be able to vindicate Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The other thing is that there is peace in silence. Truth be told, if you become silent, if you decide to be silent, you have a lot of peace with you, because you're not going to antagonize many people. You're not going to brush or any people. You're going to be within yourself. You'll be at peace with yourself. You'll be communicating with yourself. You'll be communicating with the few people who surrounds you. And this is very, very interesting, because what he has done is that he has managed to disarm the enemies completely. Kwa sababu sasa kama mtu kama sema kwa mfano kama Dedi Nyoro au Kimani Ichung'wah, because Kimani Ichung'wah always wait for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to say something, and watu kama Moses Kuria vile vile they have completely been disarmed, total disarmament. They have completely been disarmed, so it means that they cannot be able to say anything. That silence is working for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. That silence is very, very important. The other thing is because he wants Ruto to govern. Let him govern. Once he governs to the fullest, then people will be able to judge. In the fullness of time, history will judge William Samoei Ruto very harshly. So Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is aware of this. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is aware that William Samoei Ruto is hurting Kenyans. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta anajua vizuri sana ya kwamba William Samoei Ruto is taxing Kenyans like nobody's business. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta knows very well that people can actually start resisting. Na tayari wameanza, wakati ambapo unaona watu wakianza kusema hapana, hii haitakuwa hivi. Sasa when you even start seeing watu wa UDA wakianza kusema kwamba hawakuwa wamesoma ule mswada wa 2023 finance bill, then it means that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta knows what he's doing. So he has allowed William Samoei Ruto to govern such that yale yote ambayo alikuwa akiyasema pale beleni kule kumkashifu, akisema sijui bei ya mafuta inapanda kwa sababu ya Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, dynasty hivi, sijui nini, sijui stima inapanda kwa sababu hii bei ya mafuta inapanda kila uchao ni kwa sababu ya nyinyi ma dynasty sisi. So people can now be able to see kama dynasty ni baya. People can only be able to see now kama Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was more productive, was more efficient, was better. His leadership was better than William Samoei Ruto. So once they compare the two, then people will come up with their own judgment. And already if you look at what people are saying, kwamba ukiangalia utaona kwamba tayari wa Kenya wameshagundua kwamba utawala wa William Samoei Ruto ni utawala dhalimu, ni utawala wa kiimla, ni utawala wa fibo, ni fibo ya nyayo ambayo inatawala. Lakini wakitazama vile ambavyo sasa wale watu wao wanaanza kuzungumza katika mikutano yake, vile ambavyo sasa wameanza kutiwa baroni, wameanza kutiwa vizuizini, vile wameanza kukamatwa na polisi, ni jambo ambalo sasa watu wamekuja kugundua kusema kweli Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was patient. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was a Democrat. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was a good man. So that silence is very, very important, and it is working in his favor. The other thing is that it is a practice all over the world. The world over, kwamba ndio sababu unapotazama mtu kama nani, unapotazama mtu kama Obama, he really talks very clearly, but it doesn't mean that he should not talk. Doesn't mean that his freedom of speech has been curtailed. No, it has not been done. It has not been curtailed. Lakini sasa it is the practice the world over, and kwamba to let the president who is reigning to continue governing, and sasa the former president unakaa pale nyuma. Last but not least, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is relaxing with his family, is relaxing with his friends. He has all the time to do what he did not do when the president, because when you are the president, you have a lot of work to do, and I think that is why he's silent. Maybe you have other reasons why you think he's silent. Maybe you can write in the comment section, and please remember to like this video. Guys, always remember to like this video. That is the only way you support me. That is the only way you support this channel, and that is the only way that YouTube is able to recommend this video to many people. Please remember to like this video. Until next time, I remain yours. Adios.